Whew, all right. Quick run this morning. It's beautiful outside. The sun is shining and summer is still here. Madeleine and I are back in the house together. Madeleine's back from Prague and I'm back from the Euro trip. In today's video, I would like to talk about one of the most challenging and exciting jobs that I've done to date. It was a recent one that we did about 2 months ago. And tomorrow, we gotta go on that. Before we get into that, I should probably give a little bit of backstory as to what it is that I actually do for a living. So I work as a filmmaker. My specialty is definitely camera. In Los Angeles, I was working as a director of photography, and even in Europe still, I work as a director of photography. Currently, I am actually shooting documentaries for the German government that revolve around STEM, so science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Now, about 2 months ago, I got a call from one of my bosses, and she asked me, what do you think about shooting a documentary on top of a windmill? So I had no idea really what I was getting myself into. So of course, naturally, I just said, yeah, absolutely, let's do it. I think it's a great idea. Today, we're gonna go on an adventure. Come with us. It's gonna be fun. So the first day that we show up, it's unbelievable. When you look up at it, it's enormous. All right, director, how did the location scout go?
Great.
You ready for tomorrow?
I was born ready. Doesn't mean I'm ready now, but I was born ready.
Location scout went super well, and tomorrow, we gotta go on that thing. We finish everything, we'll run through the lines with the actors, we run through the safety measures with our amazing technician, Philip. He works for the company that manages the actual windmills. And then we go home, and everybody gets a really good night's sleep, and the next day comes. Oh man, today's the big day. How'd you sleep? We're gonna go ahead to pick up Ryan. Got all the equipment. Everybody had to take a COVID test. We're all positively negative. Oh my gosh, what's happening? And this is where it got a little bit crazy. So we show up, I'm preparing the equipment, super calm, feeling really good still. Again, standing under this thing, having no idea what it's gonna be like on top. And my director, Selena, comes over and she says, hey, listen, unfortunately we have a hard out with our actor. He has to leave at 2. So by this point it's 11, and then it's time to get harnessed in. But this harness was a full body harness. It was unbelievable. This thing had these crazy straps. It felt like a kind of like an exoskeleton, sort of. And we had to get our helmets on. So I'm all strapped up to the T. I've got my camera gear. We're ready to go up. And then the technician comes over to me and he says, hey Noah, listen, unfortunately it takes 15 minutes just to get one person up to the top. So that means 30 minutes total for the lift to go to the top, to drop them off, and then to come back down. By this time it's 12, so 3 hours left before our actor has to leave. So we figure out a plan. I go up first and then the actor comes up second. So as soon as I'm up there, I can get everything ready, kind of get my sea legs and get comfortable on top of this windmill 300 feet up in the air. And that was when we ran into another big challenge, which was just getting up there. And not only does it take a long time, but it's incredibly small and it's super dirty. So I'm climbing up there with my camera gear. I've got one hand on the safety harness to click into stuff. There's oil dripping off the ceiling, there's dirt. It's just not the greatest environment to have camera gear, let alone like an actor and an entire crew and sound equipment. So with a bit of luck, we make it up to the top and get ready for our actor to come up. And then our actor comes up. And this was another big challenge that we ran into, something that I didn't anticipate, which was fear. Fear, and it was shared fear. I felt it too. I'm pretty confident when it comes to heights, but this was high. Standing in there, the thing was moving a tiny bit. So I definitely had butterflies in my stomach. But one of the most amazing things happened when our actor got up there. Without saying anything, we just looked at each other, and I could also tell that he was a little uneasy because this was such a different type of work that he's doing, something that's much more different than what we've done before. So we get up on the top of the thing, and like I said, it's moving, and everybody has their safety harnesses on. In order to move, I have to physically go down with one hand, hold the camera, and physically go and take a clip off and clip it onto another spot. So just shooting and trying to get up there, being mobile, I have bungee cords that are holding me, so it's very difficult to try to maneuver with the camera. but we made it work. Between this and Philip kind of keeping us safe and running through everything and Ryan's professionalism, we were able to get all of the shots that we needed within the time that we had, which was an unbelievable feat. Now this, to date, was absolutely the biggest learning experience for me. I've never had a project that was so difficult, that was so taxing. I learned so much about how important it is to have a good team. I learned so much about how important it is to stay calm and try to think logically and not emotionally. Because my team was so good, I was able to stay calm and we were able to get everything that we needed. And that's kind of the beautiful thing about filmmaking, and it's one of the things that I love so much about my job is that, one, it's team-oriented, but two, I don't think it's possible to ever really become a master at what you do. I think you can get really close, but there's always going to be another job that's extremely challenging. And it's so exciting to be working in a field like that where no matter how old you are and how much you've done, there's always more. And there's always more experience and there's always more learning to be had. So that said, the film comes out next month. I will definitely link it. It's amazing. I'm so proud of this one, and I'm proud of my team for pulling it off because it was such an incredible challenge. Let me leave you with some of the hero shots. All right, that is a wrap on the windmill location. Kind of can't believe it. We did it. Ryan's gonna head out and see him in the next one.
Yeah.
All right, boys.
All right.
Good stuff. Joey!
Ciao, ciao. Hey guys, so I'm on top of a windmill. It's no biggie, but what is a biggie is Noah's YouTube channel. You should really consider subscribing to it. So, see you there. Oh look, a bird.